Hello, welcome to another Retro Rewind Pixelates, where I'm going to be doing a pixel artwork uh, for my friend Paul's head, which I was working on last time, and it didn't work out quite like I wanted it to. So we're going to be working on that, trying to get it up. I realized I don't have my screen up because I'm pro like that. So just a second as I try to get up my screen for actually showing you the pixel art that we're doing tonight. Oh my goodness. Today was an interesting day. Had up times and down times, but glad to be here doing this now. Always fun. Okay, I think we got it. Yes, here we go. There it is. All right, so last time, when last we left, the exciting adventures of Pixelating Paul, he didn't have a head. And in the interim, I went ahead and worked on his head again because I didn't know when I would be streaming next. It worked out that was able to stream tonight, so that's fantastic. But I didn't know when or if I was going to be able to do that. So I went ahead and worked on it. And for those of you who don't know, let's see. In the current pixel art we have, Paul doesn't have glasses on, but he usually wears glasses. So I thought I'd try it out, having him have glasses on. And I kind of like it. I think it works well. Haven't gotten his opinion on it. And I suppose if he stops in and watches, you can see what he thinks. But so far, I like how it looks. In terms of overall ratios, though, I feel like his head still, when I first formed his head, it looked balloonish. It was way too big. But I've scaled it back quite a bit, and I feel like it works a lot better. Something that is bothering me though about it that I'm gonna tweak now is the neck back here. It looks, I don't know, almost like, I'm not sure how to describe it. I just feel like it looks almost like his neck and his neck into his back of his head is at a complete angle, as opposed to a nice sort of like neck up a little bit. Then the actual head has a curve. So I've been working on that for a bit, and I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be able to get it to a point where I like it, but we'll give it a shot and see what we see. One thing, though, I'm noticing now is there's an extra black pixel here that I don't think I want. Yeah, we'll try that. Wouldn't that be funny if that's all I needed to do? Which, you know what? That would not surprise me too much. I have some other things to work on with him, with his pixel character. But last time, if you watched the last stream, when I had this one pixel on his arm that I changed, and it's like, oh my gosh, that makes all the difference in how it looks. And in fact, I think I may do the same thing over here. Now that I look at it, I think I may want to add an extra pixel down here just so the sleeve looks straight down. Yeah, I did. Glad I did that, because that's exactly what I was going for. Awesome. Okay, anyway, so it wouldn't have surprised me if doing something like that would have somehow made it magically work for me. I think it does. It definitely does work better now. For some reason, that seemed to help a lot. I think just because having one less pixel here, or one less dark pixel, makes it look like the swoop of the neck, or where the neck comes out of the shirt. It was looking all that much more tinier, like he has a small neck, and then for it to go from that to angle up into the head, I think that's what was throwing me. But I'm still going to try adjusting to make these pixels have different dimensions. So let's work on that a little bit. Okay. When I first loaded this image, I was worried that it didn't save from the last time I had worked on it, because the head looked like it still looked balloonish right off the bat, which kind of tells me maybe it still is a bit balloonish and maybe I still need to tweak it some. I think right now it may just be a bit too tall, but Paul is taller than me, so it would make sense for his, and he also has hair, so it makes sense for his pixel art to be taller. But I don't know. Anyway, we'll try this a little bit here. So I think I was gonna have this be 1 pixel, this be a less pixel, 1 less pixel, and now I'm going to actually have that go out there and this go out there, and try that and see how it looks. I may end up feeling that like that doesn't really work. Who knows? Just before I started the stream, I was going to YouTube to add the song that I'm using for the background music, and showed I had a little notification in my YouTube. I'm like, oh, okay, what is that? And I had a new comment, and I don't get a lot of comments, so I was like, oh, this is cool. And apparently, I have 2 videos that have over 1,000 views, and they're both unboxing videos for some of my podcast equipment. And so I just realized I'm looking at it small, and I mean that's kind of a bit more what I'm going for, I think. But this part now just looks a little wonky. Let me see if I delete this pixel for his ear that I'm trying to, right? If I delete this, I feel like he's gonna lose it looking like an ear. Oh, maybe not though. Oh yeah, because I have this shaded part. Maybe that's fine. Yeah, I think it still does look like an ear. Yeah. I think that could be it. Huh. Let's see. I may have to sit with that a little bit, but that may be what I was going for. Anyway, what the comment said was something on the order of nice I slept, nice voice. So apparently either it was just some comment to get people to, I don't know if you have a YouTube channel, you may get comments where it seems kind of obvious that they just left a comment so that you would check out their YouTube channel and potentially subscribe to them. So it could be that, but I've heard from other people that they like at least the resonance or something about my voice. It's very soothing. So maybe it was a legitimate, he is able to help him fall asleep or something like that. So that if you watch this sometime down the line, please let me know if you think my voice was soothing or jarring or grating or whatever. All those things would just be good for me to know. Not that I could all of a sudden change my voice for you or anything, but you never know. Anyway, let's see. So I think that may have done, though I'm not loving how it's let's see, 2, 2, 3, and then a 1, and then a 2. And that's something I talked about in the last video. This doesn't give a very nice gradual curve to it as much as I was like. If you look up in the smaller version, toward the top, it looks almost like it's jutting out. But I mean, that's kind of the way the head is. Maybe I just need to move it in 1 though. I don't know. Well, I guess, might as well try. It's not going to ruin anything to do that. So let's actually move these pixels. Yeah, those pixels in 1 and see what happens. Huh. I think that. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. I think this one highlight I have is throwing me a little bit. So let me make it a little darker and see. Let me highlight the highlight. That's going to help, right? No, it doesn't help. Just in case you weren't sure. Okay. Looking. Yeah, I think that may have done it. I can still see. the thing I was worried about most was his ear, that I'd lose his ear. But I have enough of a shading here that I think it still reads, at least at the 2x. Let's see the 1x. Yeah, even the 1x, I think that reads. I think that's good, at least for Paul's head. His arms are, man, I'm not great. I've never had like a formal anatomy class in illustration or anything like that. So, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the masterclass commercials. They're things done by like Hans Zimmer's masterclass, or Steve Martin teaches comedy masterclass, or Kevin Spacey teaches acting masterclass, or what have you. And so there are commercials for those. The one with, man, I totally forgot who I was going to reference now. Not Hans Zimmer, not Steve Martin, not Dustin Hoffman. There's so many. Oh, there's one for Deadmau5, which is, I guess he's a DJ, EDM artist, and more of an EDM artist than a DJ. Anyway, I wasn't familiar with him until I saw these masterclass commercials, and he said something to the effect of that during this trailer thing for his masterclass. Yeah, if I had a keyboard, I could just play with the song in my head and be done. But no, I have to draw it in the computer because he doesn't apparently know piano or know musical notation or anything like that. I don't know. I'm reading into that a little bit, I think. But I kind of feel like that with this, where I have the knowledge of the tools and I have how to apply the tools to forms, but I don't have the underlying schooling of making the forms themselves. So that's sort of a kind of tricky for me. Probably one of the reasons I never really got into illustration, just because I wasn't able to. Well, I never really took schooling. Yeah, I guess I'll call it that. I never went to school for it. It wasn't in my graphic design classes. That was much more having to do with layout and whatnot, as opposed to form and character design and things like that, which in hindsight probably would have been helpful at this stage, but I didn't know that back then. I went to college, let's see, 2004 was when I graduated, so 13 years ago? My goodness. Stuff like that makes me feel old. And sometimes when we cover certain movies on the podcast, I'm like, really? This movie's 15 years old? It doesn't seem that old. And yet, man, it is. All right, you know what? I think, okay. Oh yeah, I was going to work on Paul's arms, because that's a whole anatomy discussion. I guess it really bothers me how this arm just is a straight line for so long. It's supposed to be like it's in his pocket, and I guess if you're at the right angle, it may look like it's just straight, like there's no curve to it or angle to it. It just seems odd, I guess. I wonder if I almost want the pixels that are 2 and 2. I wonder if I want them to actually be 1 and 1 and 1, and then go down very severely. Let's try that. See what happens. Yeah, like that, I think, is what I was alluding to. Oh, that may have done it. I'm looking. I usually I'll ping pong my eyes back and forth between what I'm working on here and then in the upper right, the little image that's right now it's on 2 zoom. I can do 1 zoom or full. Full just fills up the little window as much as possible. But anyway, 2 zoom is what I typically like. And looking at that looks, well, now I'm not sure. I thought at first, yeah, that looks great, but now I'm like, is it really? I feel like his wrist reads way better in this, but I wonder if now his right arm looks too thick compared to his left arm, so maybe I'll just pad out his left arm some. I think I may just take that. So something I was working against the whole last stream was like making him too beefy, and now I'm giving muscle. So here you go, Paul. Enjoy your guns. I'll just fill that in. That is kind of annoying. Okay. Though his arm won't really look like that, so we'll fill in with the black. So it's just the shirt. Let's see. And I think I want... Now this is a case where I want the sleeve to actually angle a bit more. So let's add that. And it's going to be a darker shade. Okay, good. And darker shade there. Well, now that just looks odd. Like it's coming straight down and then all of a sudden... It doesn't look like it's coming out at all so much. Though maybe that's because of this, the way I have the highlight. So let's adjust that and see if that changes things for us. Okay. I think, is this my highlight color? Yeah. That kind of helps, I guess. It's not great. Yeah, maybe I do need to add more of a gap, or just have a bit more of a curve. Maybe just 2 pixels is all I need. So let's try that. Eraser, please. Okay, well that's something. Maybe I feel like this is just gonna make it go beefy the other way. But I'm wondering if I should add a bit more. I keep battling with adding a bit more, just an extra line over here on the, I guess, the leftmost side of his left arm, but it has not seemed to work recently. But we'll give it another shot. Trial and error, lots and lots of trial and error. I mean, it looks a bit Popeye-ish. But maybe that's actually just has a good forearm. Maybe if I now just just add a little bit there. Though I wonder if that doesn't look like so much like his hands tucked into his pocket. Because now his hand seems like it starts way up here. Which I guess for your hand, this part would be the part showing up to, well, no. See, if his thumb's out, well, let me think about this. I'm going to just put my hand in my pocket, think about where well, you know what? If his thumb is on his belt, then yeah, you would see most of this and some of your hand here, most likely. And his fingers would just be inside. So actually, I think that does kind of work. Maybe I just need to give the thumb a bit more pronouncement by making those. Let's see. Oh, I think I just deleted what I had added before. Oh, but the problem is that adding that pixel up there makes it look like that's the thumb. And I don't want that. So let me get rid of that again. Yeah, now I'm back to pretty much where I started. Let's see. What if I add another pixel over here? Oh, that's actually a bit better. I think it doesn't look so like up here by the elbow there's tons of muscle, and then down here it whittles away to nothing. This looks a bit more natural. Looks kind of like if you were to look at it just in isolation like this, it looks a little like a leg of chicken or a leg of turkey. But don't tell Paul I said that. All right. Now to get this one going a little bit better. I think something I've tried before is just taking that away and then putting in something like that. I mean, maybe just adding, sort of making it more of a roundedness at the end there. Oh, and I think that actually, I think that kind of looks nice. Yeah. You know what? I'm fairly happy with that. Something about the highlight up here, though, isn't working for me, and I'm not sure what it is, which is frustrating that I can't pinpoint what's bothering me about it. I just saw a straight pixel that was the wrong color, so I'm fixing that, but why is that highlight bothering me? Is it just too close to this one? Let's see. I feel like that should go away, though. Why are you bothering me? Hey, Dallas. Welcome. Sup? Glad to have you here. It's just you so far. You're the chosen one. My goodness. Just working on Paul. Well, I think it said that in the title. But last time, I don't know. I forget at what point in his body you left the stream when I was streaming on Friday. But take the highlight higher. I guess I could try that. I guess. But anyway, when I stopped the stream, he didn't have a head. I had finished his body for the most part, but not a head. So, all right, we'll try taking the highlight higher. You can't, I guess if you're listening this, like have this on the background, my face is like, like that could work. I don't know, maybe that could work. Not so sure, but doesn't look bad, but I don't know. That's the best way I have to describe the visuals of my face, was with that diatribe of oddities. Whoa, the chosen one, like Neo chosen one or Anakin chosen one? Let's see. Like Frodo chosen one. Because see, you did this to yourself. I mean, it's sort of a both and. The ring chose to leave Golem, but didn't necessarily chose to get picked up by Bilbo, and Frodo didn't necessarily have to. Well, I mean, he chose to take it to the Council of Elrond, but he didn't have to take it to Mordor. He chose to. Oh, LOL. Nice audio commentary on your facial expression, says Dallas/Geek Devotions. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey Dallas. I'm curious. Are you guys? Have you guys given any more thought to streaming games? I know you're considering doing something like that, but I was curious where that is in terms of the queue of the Geek Devotions pantheon of awesomeness. Sadly, you're not the first one to call me a hobbit. I'm curious. So pretty much when I see people online, I have no idea if I've never met them in person. I have no. Everyone just seems like they're tall. Like they're either my height or taller. Probably taller. That's just what I figure they are. I'm 5'5". To me, I would, if I were to just ballpark it, for you, I'd say you're somewhere between 5'8" and I don't think you're 6 foot, but maybe 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'10". That'd be my guess. But for all I know, you're 4 foot tall, and so if that's the case, man, that's why people call you a hobbit. But I have super hairy feet. Well, they're not super hairy. I think they're hairier than most. So I have hobbit feet in that way. TMI maybe, but too bad. Like I said, you did this to yourself. You chose to jump on this stream and listen. Okay, so I think, yeah, you know what? I'm good with that highlight, Dallas. So thank you for suggesting that. I'm going to leave it there for Paul's head and Paul in general. I really like how he's coming together. I feel like it evokes him quite well. And I think this is going to be great to... I'm going to send it to him, see what he thinks. But now I'm going to actually move on to trying to add some animations to my head, which because if you look way over there, that little guy in the corner, I think it'd be cool if he like blinked or was breathing or something during these streams. So I'm going to try to add some animation that does that. Let's see. Geek Devotion says, LOL, working on the gaming stuff in the background. Okay, nice. And LOL, I'm 5'11", Celeste is 5'5". Okay, see, I was Price is Right rules seeing it. I was trying not to overshoot. So 5'10", I was pretty close with that. So yeah, pat myself on the back for being somewhat close. Because of my surgery on my feet are a bit wide, which is why I've been called a hobbit, LOL. That's so funny. So I've never had, I mean, it's not funny they had surgery. I'm not trying to make light of that. But a few years ago, I decided to get into parkour, something I actually miss doing. But because I don't do it nearly as, I do it hardly anymore. But so I was like, okay, so I was doing YouTube searches for, videos for how to do parkour and stuff like that. And I want some of the videos were talking about getting the right shoes so that you could be safe while doing it. And now as I'm talking, I'm going to bring up my solo character so I can work on that. Get the right shoes and, of course, now the button doesn't want to work. What are you doing? Come on. What happened? Oh, great. Did Chrome freeze on me? Oh my gosh. If I was just patient, it'd be fine. Get the right shoes. So I'm like, okay, I'll get a good pair of shoes. I'll measure my feet. So I actually have, like, I thought I was 8.5 or 8 shoe size up until then, but then I measured my feet and like one of them 7 and the other 7.25, and they're both super wide at the balls of my feet. Wait, the ball is the part right before the toes, I think that's right. And so I'm like, wow, I had no idea this was my shoe form or my foot form, but I guess it's good to know. Let's see. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Well, aren't we playing hand grenades right now? I thought that's what we were doing. I'm so confused. Bring this up. And what is this? What happened? Okay, that's the gallery. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay, yes. Get rid of that stray sprite there. And save. And close. And don't show buffer. Parkour hardcore. Is that an Office reference? Because that's a popular thing that I hear. But I don't remember the hardcore part from the Office little skit that they did. I wear 7 E's. Is E wide? So, yeah, and for being 5'11", to have 7 shoe size, okay. Cool, man. That's awesome. I thought, wow. I was about to say, I thought my feet were small, and that's so impolite. Wow. All of a sudden, I have like 1 fewer subscriber and 1 fewer Facebook friend and 1 fewer Twitter follower. And what happened? You made fun of Dallas's feet. Bad, Francisco. Bad. That's why you shouldn't talk, Francisco. The only Office quote I know, LO. Oh, nice. That's awesome. If you're still here after I made fun of you, I'm so sorry. I wasn't really trying to make fun of you. I was just speaking out loud, went through my head. So my internal monologue was making fun of you. That makes it better. Oh, Lord. E is 1 level of wide. They get wider. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I don't know if I want to say mine are ease, but I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so I want to. First step I'm going to do is try to make me blink. That seems like a simple thing to do that is I'm capable of doing. I've never done that before, but I'm going to attempt that. So I'm going to add a frame. And so you'll see in the corner, it's blinking because essentially up here it just animates between all the frames you have. Geek Devotion says, it's cool. LOL, it's cool, man. The reconstruction on my feet was before I hit my growth spurt. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Good. Thank you for understanding. I am sorry. I'm going to probably feel bad all night now. So there's my come up. It's my guilt-ridden night. And what you say, Dallas, is, you did this to yourself, Francisco? And I'd be like, yes, I did. Okay. So what I've never done, I have only done animation in Piskel, this app I'm using once. So I actually need to delete that frame, and I want to duplicate this frame. So now it's not flashing at me. And now as I make changes to this frame, you'll see it animate up in the upper right-hand corner. And I'm going to go to OBS just to make sure you do see that part. Okay, I didn't think I was obscuring that part, but just in case I was. Okay, minimize that. I special order my shoes from a local store because the way they walk, I essentially murder shoes. I once went through a pair of shoes nearly every 2 weeks. Oh my goodness. Do you ever think about just walking barefoot everywhere? I mean, other than places that say no shoes, no service, but just so you don't have to deal with it? Or I guess you'd have to build up calluses for that. But welcome to Feet Talk on the Retro Rewind podcast, or not Retro Rewind Pixelates. It's Retro Rewind Podiatry tonight on this channel, where we talk about shoes and shoe sizes and hairy feet, and it's quite the adventure. I hope you'll stick with us, man. You think you're entertaining, Francisco, but then you go and do something like that. Okay. Let's make this eye do something other than just look at me weird. So I want to keep that stuff. Now it's just flashing. My eyes are flashing. Geek Devotion /Dow says, LOL, can't walk barefoot. I need to wear shoes to walk. LOL. Oh, well, fine. I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs of your feet. Something is afoot on the stream. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I should separate like this. Oh, that's not bad. Let's see. I'm need to think about when my eyes blink. Do both the top eyelid and the bottom eyelid close together, or does one move to meet the other? Okay, I gotta move my glasses here. I think it's mainly the top one that moves down. Maybe the bottom one moves a little bit. Top one moves down. So I think making the not having these pixel lines go and be at essentially 1 pixel higher, I think makes sense. So that's good. This extra pixel here does not make any sense. I don't know why I put it there. Let me undo that. Oh, that was there to begin with. Okay, never mind. I'll leave it be then. That just looks creepy by itself. That's so weird. Let me make the blink a bit longer, though. Okay, cool. Now he's just blinking every so often. I wonder if I duplicate this one and move it down and duplicate a few times. So I want him to blink. Oh, let's see. Oh, well, your pixel character looks like he's having issues. he does indeed. So many issues. Okay. Oh, what? Okay, that's what happened. Oh no. Okay, and then I want 2 of those. Okay, and then now I just need to move them down. And let's see, this one too. Yep. And right there. Okay. Nice. That actually looks somewhat decent. I feel like a simple two-time blink. Normally, a person's eyelid moves down. Many animes animate it that way with a slight up curve of the lower eyelid. Okay, well, I guess I could try the up curve. Why not? Let's see. So I have to repeat that now a few times. Why can't you tell me that before, Dallas? I'm kidding. I appreciate the feedback. I don't think that really adds all that much. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete it for now. I don't think I really need that, but that's good to know, especially if I ever do anything that's even higher res than this. That is very helpful to know. Oh, what'd I do? Don't do that. What happened? Okay, cool. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. Now here's the tricky part. So I got that. So what? Okay. You know what? I wonder. I'm trying to think now if I want to actually add another layer that has the blinking on it. And so it's just, I'm going to use it as a mask and turn it on and off on the frames. I think that would work. Actually, I'm not sure if that would work. So let's do this. Let's just make, so this frame, my alpha for my character is 100%. On this frame, let's see if I adjust the alpha, does that do it for everything or just for that one frame? So let's set it to 0 and see if there's a flash. Oh, so it did globally. Okay. So I can't just add another layer and hide it sometimes on some frames. It'll either be on or off. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Dallas says, may want to put more eyes open time between blinks. Yes. I'm not finishing out the animation now. I'm just trying to see what it was going to be like. What I needed to draw to evoke an eye blink. So that's mainly what I was trying to do. So it's good to know that that's pretty much all I have to do. Though, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Let's do this. Delete all these. Just delete. Okay. Now, let's just go back to saving this. Let's go back to the gallery. I'm going to clone that one and have one animation that's the eye blink. Then I'll have another animation that's him breathing. Though I'll probably end up, oh, whoops. What happened? Do I still have him as 0 alpha? Yeah, that's what happened. 1, please. Now save. Thank you. My gallery. Close that. Monotone. Ah, I see. No pun intended. Sure. Sure there, Dallas. Sure you didn't intend that pun. I know you did it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Edit. Oh, so I want to clone you. Whoa. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Now edit you. Can I? No? Okay, fine. Edit you. and then save you as iBlink. FXR iBlink. Do you usually stay up late on Sundays, Dallas, or am I keeping you up? Animated. Save your gallery. And now I will do this. And then do the iBlink. The iBlinkies. Where's my color? There you are. And then switch that to this one. LOL, I like how your monotone rhythm still sounds better than my singing. What are you talking about? I'm sure you sing just fine. Do not discredit your singing. I don't know why. Now I'm trying to remember. Did I have it? Yes. I think I had there. And then I think I just had it for the whole one over here. No, I just had it there because I remember I thought this was a straight pixel. Okay, there we go. All right, duplicate that. Now duplicate that. And I can adjust, I can't adjust the frames per second, so that could make it look, whoa, blink. Man, I don't want to do it that way then. Let's go back to 12. My goodness, that's funny. And just add several more frames of me. Well, no, now I need to do one of me having it open before I go back to blinking some more. Oh, yeah. Move that down. Oh, I guess I did the wrong. Oh, no, that's right. Confusing myself. Okay. So open, blink, open real quick, blink again, and open. And now I'll just do the rest of the frames of me open. So for most of the second, I have my eyes open. That's probably still a bit too much, but for now, I'm going to be happy with that. I want to move on to trying to actually having myself breathe. I feel like that's going to be a big challenge. I don't know if it will be. Let's see. Yes, okay, yes, saved in my gallery. LOL, we just finished the update and prayer meeting with my pastor. Oh, okay, yeah. It normally takes me a while to wind down afterwards. Plus, I'm trying to finish up our podcast. Oh, yeah. Wait, wasn't that supposed to come out today? Or are you just trying to meet that Sunday deadline? It came out Sunday, guys. What do you want from me? Well, 11:59 is still Sunday technically. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you. Let me ask you in this public forum. Was it just me, or did the audio for the Kaiju Vision Radio guys for one of them seem a lot lower than the other one? Was that something like in the pan? Maybe I was just listening to one earbud, so the other guy was in the other earbud, and that's why I didn't hear him much? Do you know off the top of your head? Supposed to come out, LOL. Well, okay. I completely get that. Yeah, I think I've had to tell people, sorry, the podcast is going to be late a couple times over its life, so I understand. All right, so I got the eye blinky. It's blinking. Let's clone the original again and try to get me to breathe. Just breathe. My gallery. Close that one. Well, I appreciate you joining me, Dallas, for this. It's always nice having someone to talk to. So I really appreciate it. Clone you. Opening up the clone. Send in the clones. Edit. And gonna save this as FXR. Breathing. Animation. Save to my gallery. Save it now. We need you to save to the gallery. For in the gallery are all your saves. If you do not save to the gallery, in the gallery will not be your saves. Circular logic, this is not. This is not circular logic. Yeah, his audio was lower for some reason. I think they gained their mic for one, and so the other didn't raise his voice enough for it. Oh, that's a bummer. It's always hard. Like, and one of the things that I've noticed is that I yawn at inopportune times. No, one of the things I've noticed when sometimes when I get caught up in doing the podcast and just recording, I'm thinking, well, I hear everyone just fine. I think everyone's at the same level. But then when I hear it back, I'm like, wow, I'm way louder than like Paul or the guest or something. I'm like, I don't remember it like that. What happened? So I don't know if that was your experience. Like you're able to hear him fine for whatever reason, but just in the recording, it's like something happened and it's not like it's supposed to be. Always a pleasure to see your live stream. Oh, thank you so much, Dallas. That's so kind of you. I really, really appreciate that. Okay. So I'm going to, let's see, chest breathe probably. So shoulders raise and chest raise a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do a belly breathe. So head just up slightly, which means I'm going to have to actually expand the size of this by a little bit. So I have one extra pixel on the top to work with. Really? Well, I'm just noticing that this is 33 by 57, which is fine, but let's go ahead and just make it the full 64 by 64. So I have more to play with. Okay. Resize. Okay. I don't think I'm going to do my legs moving at all. No, I mean, yeah, if I wanted to, let's get breathing and then I'll do like little fidgets or something. Let's do breathing first. Head, let's move my head up and back just slightly. So, okay. Oh yeah. Add a frame. No, don't add that type of frame. Duplicate the frame. Thank you. Okay. Now in this frame, I'm going to move my head back slightly. V. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. It could also be from Family Guy, that one guy, like diggity diggity or whatever. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? You got any coffee, guys? You got any coffee? You got any coffee now? This is great. Great coffee. I need some coffee. Let's slow that down. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, but I want it not only back a little bit, I want it up too. So this will be interesting. V, okay. Let's go back up to 12. I'm just curious what that looks like at 12. Oh my gosh. That just looks weird. It doesn't look as crazy though. Okay, enough of that. Wow, he looks like Quagmire, yes. Or those dudes from SNL, yes, exactly. That's what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, that's the song that they do their heads to. Which I never saw that movie. Did you ever see that at the Roxbury's, Dallas? It was not one that I ever caught. And I guess let's see. So I'm going to raise my shoulders a little bit and shoulders back maybe. Yeah, I guess I'll do my shoulders back a little bit too. And then raising the arms is going to be like, okay, how much do I want to raise? I don't think I want to. you know what? This one I'll probably just raise all the way. Might as well. It'll be easy anyways because it's not crossing any other pixels. This one though, um, like you might have noticed everything's on one layer, so I'm redrawing everything whenever I delete or move anything. Not the best way to work, but it is what it is. Okay. So I'm going to just pick. Well, since I'm going to move this up anyways, let's just grab as much as I can. I think, yeah, that's all good. I'm just looking at like highlights and what all I'm moving that might change and to have the least amount of impact. So let's move that up. V. Whoa. I don't know about this. I mean, I guess it's kind of breathing. Maybe if it just goes slower, it'll be more breathing-esque. But, okay, so now I'm going to adjust this arm a little bit so that the curve, I'm going to just leave my hand in the same place because it's like my thumb is in my belt, essentially. That's sort of how I'm thinking of it. So I'm not going to, when I breathe, it's not going to move my hand up or anything. But it will adjust, I will adjust this, how my arm is. So let's just move some stuff in and around. LOL, nah, I didn't. Wasn't on my list of worth renting for free while I worked at Hollywood Video. Yeah, I was about to say, couldn't you have just watched it while you were at Hollywood Video? But you were too busy watching all the Godzilla movies, which probably a better use of your time, in all honesty. Let's move that. I think I'm going to try moving it up like that. I don't know if that'll work. That might just make me look janky. I mean, that's kind of good, but I think I need a... Yeah, the wrist thing is throwing me for a loop. So let's work on that. Let's just... I think I may just have to, yeah, just smooth out the curve a little bit, and that'll be fine. Let's see, I'm using this one, I think. No, not there. Right there. Though the elbow going in so much, I feel like is a bit odd. So let's slim that out a little bit. Come on, Francisco, use the right brush. There we go. To delete that one. That's a bit better, I think. Okay, now let's fill in the rest here. Fill in my guns. God, can't forget those. So important. Were you around last time in the stream last time when I was kept struggling with making Paul look like a beefcake, just totally like stacked and swole? I forget if you had left by that time or if you were there while I was struggling with that. I did enjoy renting B-rated movies to see what indie companies were able to come up with, though. LOL. Yeah, that would be a good reason to be working in a video store. Well, I was gonna say Hollywood Video is probably different than like a mom and pop video store, but did they have many indie movies at a Hollywood Video? I would feel like something like that wouldn't have as many. Like them and Blockbuster would have like much fewer of those and much more of the mainstream movies, but maybe not. Wait, Paul's not swole in real life? I mean, I wouldn't consider him to be. He might think differently though, so you can ask him. Yeah, so this I'm just going to move up. That should be pretty easy peasy. That head back thing is not something. Is it just that this is a weird pixel? Is that all it is? Because that is odd though. Let's color that. Add black. Okay, maybe if I just make my head go straight up. Maybe that's all it needs to be. It doesn't have to be a whole head back thing. Go. Come on. Whoa. That's not right. Over. Paste. Paste, I said. Why aren't you pasting? Oh, you did paste. Okay. Well, now I look like I'm just dancing. Let's see. I had not seen that part, though. Oh, where I was struggling with that in the last stream. Okay. We got quite a bit in at Hollywood Video. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, that's nice. I mean, it was. Not so much anymore. Geez, Redbox and Netflix, why'd you gotta do that? Oh, hey, Peter. Hello. Nice. Thank you for coming on and saying hi. I'm sure it's late for you, isn't it? It's like, I'm currently eating sushi. Nice. I'm not a sushi fan, but my wife, Christy, very much is. She will eat sushi. She would eat sushi every day if she could. She loves sushi. I'm that way, but with pizza. I could probably eat pizza every day because I love pizza. What kind of sushi do you like? Do you like she likes spicy salmon and like avocado cucumber. Do you like specialty rolls or just like simple rolls? Let's see. And then Geek Devotion says your pixel character is feeling the rhythm of the night. It kind of seems like that, huh? Oh my goodness. What did I do? I didn't mean to duplicate that. So maybe if I just make him stay up for longer, it's like, and then stay down for longer. Maybe that will help. And that's a bit better. I'm trying to think what else I could do to, maybe if I make the shoulders expand a little bit, just a little bit, maybe that will help. Up here, if it may be obvious, but maybe not. I'm trying to animate my character so that he looks like he's breathing. So that's what I'm currently trying to do. Just for pretty much for, well, if you see the guy over there in the frame where it says, streaming 7:30 whatever. I think it'd be cool if I could actually have him be animated and just like blinking. And I did the blinking animation already, and I think I just need to figure out timing wise. But I know in terms of drawing, I have it. And now I'm trying to do breathing. And so that's what I'm working on now. Because I think it'd be fun if over there he was just breathing. I would love to get to the point where he could like just do several expressions. Like here are the ones I'm thinking. He'd be like just have a really big mouth and go, what? And like he has one fist here, but both of them would be like, what? Just randomly. Or like, woohoo. Or do a dragon punch, a Dragon Ball. Jeez. A Hadouken fireball or dragon punch or things like that. Things that I would just do randomly just because I'm that weird. So I would love to get to the point where I could animate that type of stuff. But you know what? Small steps. You got to start small. So I'm starting with blinking and breathing. Let's see if I can do that. Dallas says maybe less height and a small amount of chest expansion. Super slow though. Unfortunately, I can't do less height. He's only going up 1 pixel, so I can't do half a pixel. Tell me another one. But the chest expansion, yes, I'm going to try. Making me a hostile streamer over here for no good reason. Just because I'm trying to entertain you. That's what you guys want, right? Entertainment? Are you not entertained? I think I'll move this one over. V. And that in, and maybe adjust the highlight amount. And maybe probably move the highlights some too. I think that would help indicate it too. So let's do that. Oh, I just realized what's going on. It's not working. Oh, geez, am I doing it I'm doing the wrong one. Ugh. Okay, well, see, this is why you start small. This is exactly why. Okay, now I'm working on the actual one where he's up. Okay, so now this is where I want to add all that stuff. Oh, let's see. Focus on this part first. A little bit of chest expansion. And over here too. I think I just did these ones. I think that was it, yeah. B, and then fill that in. Oh wait, I need to remove that one so it's not throwing me. Dang, talk about my feet. Put down my former job and now you're shooting my ideas in the face. I am so bad. I wholly admit I'm a fallen individual. I'm very sorry. And I keep saying sorry, but if I'm not repentant, is that really any good? Think about that, Francisco. Think about that. But how did I put down your former job at Hollywood Video? I don't remember putting that down. Just that I didn't think they had a lot of indie movies. I didn't. I wasn't trying to. I just didn't know. That was my guess or my impression. I wasn't trying to put down Hollywood Video or anything. I'm sorry though. I'm sure you're great with Hollywood stuff. I do appreciate your ideas. I liked your idea with Paul's highlight before. So I like your ideas. Sometimes ideas don't work though. And it's just the way of it. It's okay. It's nothing personal. Except it is. It's all personal. I don't know why I did that. Because I'm kooky sometimes. For some reason. Okay, so I have the bit of chest expansion. Now sort of his shoulders just look like he's like his shoulders are jumping up. I'm trying to think of how to make it subtler than that. LOL, yeah, sorry. Hollywood Video wasn't chic enough for you. Oh gosh. I actually only ever really went to Blockbuster except for a small time in high school when my girlfriend at the time worked at a mom and pop rental place. So I would try to support that business. So I would rent videos there. But that was it. Otherwise, I was just renting from the man, big corp Blockbuster, or now Redbox or whatever. LOL. Oh, believe me, I had several ideas that sucked. All right. Well, then we're in the same boat, because so did I. Let's see. Did I miss? Oh, okay. I was just looking to see if I missed Peter say what his favorite sushi was, since I asked, and I don't think you said, or I may have missed it. No, okay, I didn't. Good. Not that you have to say Peter, but I was just curious. And if you like pizza, what is your favorite pizza topping? The guy who had invented the vacuum cleaner had a pretty sucky idea. Oh my gosh. What's that alarm? Where are we in? Paris? No, sir. It's Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow. Wow. What movie is that from, guys? That I unfortunately liked that joke, Dallas. So good job. I suppose you could tell that. I probably wouldn't have laughed if I didn't like it. Ah, man. Tricky business. Stepping out your door. If you don't keep your feet, you never know where you might be swept off to. So challenging. I didn't realize this was gonna be so challenging to have him not just look like he's like raising his shoulders and saying, I don't know. That's more what it looks like. He's saying like, I don't know. If I just change his face, it'd be like, I don't know. 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 Spaceballs. I love that movie. Okay. Good job. You win the prize. My favorite pizza is pepperoni and bacon. Oh. Now, Canadian bacon or legit have it for breakfast bacon? Because I don't consider it Canadian bacon. I consider it ham, which I know it's all pig, but it's not bacon. It's ham. Don't tell me it's bacon when it's not. And if either of you have insight onto why it's called Canadian bacon, I would love to know. Who can I write a strongly worded letter to about that? Oh my goodness. Okay. So let me think about this. Okay, maybe I need to. Something that was throwing me before was the right or left shoulder, I guess, on the right side of the drawing. I'm gonna change this. Maybe this just makes it back to what it was. But I'm gonna make it 2, 2, 2, and 2. Now that shoulder just looks odd. I feel like I'm not changing anything by doing this. Now I just have a little flash in there somewhere. What's changing? Oh, that's moving up. Well, I guess that kind of is true as to what's happening. Canadian kind of looks like he's laughing. Yeah, a little bit. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that. Canadian bacon is a lie, says Dallas. Preaching the choir right here. Now my favorite pizza topping is pepperoni and pineapple. I like my pepperoni and I like the sweetness of the pineapple. Now, that's for most pizza places. Like just go to any pizza place. If I can get pepperoni and pineapple, I'll probably be fine. That'll probably be my favorite. However, at Domino's Pizza, for some reason, pepperoni and sausage, just the normal sausage you get on pizza, that's much better at Domino's and is in contention for my favorite pizza toppings of pepperoni and pineapple. I don't know why. Probably because I have fond memories. It's probably just nostalgic, fond memories. That probably is the reason. But funny how things are like that. Getting back to actually trying to figure out how to make this guy breathe more authentically. I wonder if adding another like little frame in of, so maybe, okay, let me think about this. I'm thinking about how I'm breathing and what parts move first. I feel like my shoulders raise first, and then my head moves a little bit right after. So maybe I need to have my chest not move, like my head not move at first, and then have my chest move. So I'm going to duplicate this frame and try an in-between frame. And move my head down and see if that affects it, though. What am I going to delete in my head to make that work? Make sure I'm working on the right frame. Maybe I'll just move my head down. That just seems so odd, but maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Don't worry about it for a second. So just do it and see what it looks like, because you don't know. Why do I have a flashy pixel over there? There's something flashing. What's flashing? Up in my nose, in the little animation, there's this little flashy pixel, and I'm not sure what's causing it. Because in all these frames, I'm not seeing any like oh, there it is. There's the delayed pixel. Well, there you go. Okay. Well, I mean, that looks interesting, but I'm not sure it looks like breathing. Oh, here we go. Google Foo to the rescue from Geek Devotions. Canadian Bacon probably got that name. Wait, Canadian Bacon probably got that name. Says because in the mid 1800s there was a shortage of pork in the United Kingdom and they imported the meat from Canada. They would cure the back meat in a special brine, which the Canadians call pea meal bacon, because they would roll it in ground yellow split peas to help preserve it. The English smoked it instead, and this new concoction was just referred to probably as Canadian bacon. The Americans like it and brought it back to the States. No, the Canadians do not like the Americans do not like it. Well, the United Statesians do not like it. At least this United Statesian does not. Keep your Canadian bacon in Britannia. Thank you very much. Goodbye. I'm not egotistical. I don't know what you're talking about. The universe only revolves around me. It's a lie. Don't believe his lies. Name that movie. That one's much harder. Let's see. The don't believe his lies part, not the whole diatribe before that. I'm trying to think what I could do. So maybe I'm curious if... No, that's a bit too of a delay. It's not... Oh, maybe after that, the head stays up while the shoulders go back down? Maybe that would be a bit more fluid. So, okay. Base, shoulders up, head and shoulders up. And now maybe one where just let me duplicate this one and move that down where the shoulders are down. Maybe that would do it. So for this one, I'm actually just going to have the head go up again. So I'm actually going to have a neck extension. V. And I'm going to fill in these pixels. Hold on, guys. Or Dallas, I will get to your question in a second after I do this so I don't lose my train of pixel thought. I'm so clever. Except not really. No, I want this one. If you win Jeopardy because of this, you can pay me 2% of your winnings. LOL. Okay, I will be sure to do that, Dallas. It's on the interwebs now, so can't go back on that. LOL. What was the quote? Don't believe his lies is the quote. And now I'm just looking at the animation scene. What might I can change about it? Looks like my chest is popping my head up. Just like, you know what? Maybe at this scale, breathing is just not something that you really can pull off in pixel art. I wonder. Or maybe I'm just doing too much change. Maybe it has to be super slight. Like just, I mean, maybe I don't even move pixels up and down. I just move like do a little bit of the chest expansion, and maybe that's all it's going to be. Maybe that's all it's going to be. So you know what? I'm going to scrap this. I'm going to try just doing just like shoulders going out and in a little bit, and that's it. and seeing how that looks. So goodbye. Goodbye. It is Memento. Well done. You win another prize. Sir, we don't have prizes to give out. Well, don't tell them that. Another prize coming your way. Or is it Run Lola Run? Nope, it is Memento. Save. Oh, going back to me asking about if you how the whole game streaming thing is progressing. Yeah, if you ever want me to stream for you guys again, if it makes sense, just let me know and we'll try to work that out. I had lots of fun doing that, and I'm glad I was able to do that for you guys. That was a lot of fun. Hence me saying I had a lot of fun. Why am I repeating myself? Anyway, if you guys end up streaming for yourselves, then I would love it if you let me know so that if you do it on either Mixer or Twitch, I will set my channel to auto host you guys so that essentially whenever you broadcast my channel, if I'm not broadcasting, it will go ahead and just essentially show your video on my channel to anyone who is watching my channel. Not that that's all of one viewer or one follower right now, but still, you never know. And that'd be great if you could do the same for me. Though you guys may elect just to do YouTube, which is fine, but what have you. Did you ever watch Run Lola Run? I did not. I've heard the name, but I don't know what it's about. Yeah, man, it was awesome having you on doing that for us. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I think we already talked about how it was an awesome experience. But thank you for reassuring me, because memory slips, especially in my ripe old age. You forget things. I'm kidding. I'm not that old. I'm all of 13 years old. It's been a rough 13 years. Look at this face. Oh my goodness. Okay. So simple, just super slight chest expansion. That's all I'm doing. Doing on a new frame, Francisco. What are you doing? Master alarm going off. Okay. Try this again. Move that over there. And that's all I'm going to do for that one. Okay. And add the green pixels over the black ones that I just made. A wrong pixel tone over there, so let's fix that. And yeah, that is the wrong one over there. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I wanted to add that shading back, so get that. Okay. My shoulders are twitching. Man, this is tricky stuff. Well, the highlight's not moving, so that's a little weird. Maybe adjusting that will help. Maybe. I don't have a lot of hope in that, but we'll try. That's a little better, I suppose. Let's see. Wow, you can do that? Set it up to broadcast? That's pretty awesome. Yeah. It's called hosting. Mixer.com and twitch.tv allow you to do that. YouTube, as far as I know, does not. Try doing one frame where the top of your chest goes up, then a second where the stomach joins it, then reverse. Okay, I'll give it a shot. I'm sort of out of ideas at this point, so why not? Delete. So my chest goes up. So what part of my chest would show it going up? Maybe I'll have... so maybe just this part? Maybe this part goes up? Yeah, let's try that. On a new frame, Francisco. This guy and his forgetfulness. My goodness. Okay. Move that up. Of course, have to fix some of that. Well, so far I'm worried it's already going to look a bit too extreme, but we'll carry it out to its conclusion. No harm in that. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I just noticed my music stopped, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm like, why don't I hear anything? My music stopped. Only an hour and 14 minutes. Come on. 99 lives. No, that's great. My shirt's dancing. Look at that. Yeah, even at let's say I slowed it way down and it's just 1 frame per second. I think that still looks really, really odd. But okay, you still want okay? I'll try doing the stomach thing. So I guess that's going to entail me just shifting some of these highlights a little bit. So let's try that. I mean, okay, and a new frame because first chest, then stomach. So let's do something like this. Highlight my stomach, I guess. And the highlights are going to go out, going to be reduced some. Or the low lights, I should say, are going to be reduced some. Actually, I'm going to extend them up here more. Oh, and let me increase the frameage to 4. Well, yeah, probably not the way I'm doing it. Let's undo that and try that again. LOL, may need to stick with just the eyes, bro. You're giving up on me? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, I think so too. I think I still have a shot of doing other cool animations with him. But at this point I don't think doing a subtle thing like breathing is really gonna read too well and not have it look like but this was a fun experiment. Glad I learned some things to be aware of, that at this scale breathing doesn't really work. You need a lot fuller motions. I'm thinking like even the Street Fighter characters, they don't really breathe, but they're moving up and down because that's sort of a fighting stance, getting up on your toes and back down to your heel a little bit. But that's essentially just their foot is changing positions and their whole body is moving. So that makes sense. But it's not just one part of them that's moving subtly. So, okay. Anyway, I think I'm going to, nix this. So we'll just go ahead and scrap it. I guess I can just close it to scrap it. I'll leave. Go back to this guy. Let's look at blinking one more time. Breathing. What? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Close that one again. Let's look at me blink, because that's fun. Yeah, breathing is just a lost cause. And then edit. Blink, 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 blink. Cool. I think that'll be good. I think it'll be cool to maybe do one blink, wait a while, 2 blinks, wait a while, 2 blinks, wait a while, 1 blink, wait a while, 2 blinks, and then have that sequence kind of repeat or something like that. Now, Pixel offers a lot of export options for animations. I'm not sure if I'm going to just export it as an animated GIF with loops repeatedly, or if I'm going to do some other sort of maybe have it be a sprite sheet that I have animate inside of HTML in HTML. But I'll figure that out. So what else do you have? Export C file, export selected frame as PNG file. Okay, so it can actually just do individual frames. So I'll figure that out. It may actually be better for me to do it HTML, and that way I can just pause, switch. Well, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to see what tutorials I can find. But with that, I think I'm going to be end the stream for the night. Let me, after I catch up on some comments here. LOL, at least this was fun to listen to as I finish my podcast. Oh, good. I'm very glad, Dallas. And I look forward to listening to the next Com Talk. And thank you again for being on the stream tonight. Thank you again to Peter for stopping by. Always fun having you guys on and be a part of this. And I do truly hope that I entertain you and that this wasn't like you're not just. I don't know if you have any podcasts, Dallas, that you what I'll call you hate listen to them. Like you were a fan of them at one point, and now you just sort of listen to them because every so often they'll do maybe what they once did in the early days, in the good old days, but they hardly ever do that anymore. So you pretty much just like put them at three times speed and hope you get something from it. I hope this wasn't like that for you, and I hope whoever you are, if I've never interacted with you, I hope you enjoyed watching this, at least parts of it, and maybe learn something about anime and pixel art, because I certainly learned some stuff. But thank you for watching. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you, Peter, and have a good night. Bye.